Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 AM, brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife and Resources Agency.
Hey, welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on this special Saturday, June the 5th, 2021, as we roll toward 20 years on the air at ESPN 790 AM and 92.9 HD FM in Memphis, and, of course, all you folks in Brownsville, 1520 AM, 95.3 FM, and News Talk 101.5 FM in Jackson, Tennessee. And I know there's a guy sitting in the studio with me that I haven't seen in a year. And I'm just glad to hear that voice and that laughter and have a co-host with me after over a year of me and Shelby McCall soloing.
It has been a lot more than a year.
It's been over a year that we've been
on a year and a half. But,
and what a way to come back. I know Ron is finally back in the studio, and what better day to do this than
Bassmaster Classic preview show that we do every year.
Who won the Classic back in March? Wasn't it back in March? Well, I mean, I got you fooling right there, don't I? It was supposed to be in March.
Hank Cherry.
Yeah. I'm talking about this past month.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
The prior,
yeah. I'm making what Ron think. Tell us who's going right now. Who this guy we got with us now?
I got to tell you something. He has a cheering section.
Oh, he does. Yes, he does.
I mean, the best cheering section.
Yes.
In all of the elite tournaments. It's Team Scream.
Team Scream.
And I have to tell you, it's made up of his wife and his two kids, and one of them, his daughter, is a wonderful singer who has opened a tournament singing the national anthem.
Yes, she has.
Yes, she has. Hey, our first guest, who talking about the Classic this year, a wonderful one, in my opinion, one of the best shallow water fishermen, bass fishermen in the world, Bill Lowen. Good morning, Bill.
Hey, guys. How are you doing?
Hey, we're doing well. Great. The thing I like about Bill, you know, I know he's from Indiana and everything along that line and everything, but I like the line that some people says this is his line. I don't know if that, but I read it, catch you later. Now, I don't know if I'm not sure if that means catch my fish later or catch whatever it might be.
But he sure did catch them at Pickwick earlier this
year.
Yeah,
well, now he's got to go to Texas. Okay, Bill, we got to get your comments, buddy. You've been, 8 times in the Classic, something along that line. And
10 times.
This will be my 11th.
11th time.
Yep.
Okay, well, tell me then about going to this lake, Ray Roberts Lake out of Fort Worth. Ron knows all about this thing, so talk from your point of view. How do you feel going into this new lake?
Well, you know, I'm excited when we're going to be here in the spring with the COVID conditions and all that. We had to postpone that because the Bassmaster Classic, you know, being the Super Bowl bass fishing without the expo,
yes,
it's just another tournament. You know what I mean? So, you know, great state of Texas said we're not going to have it unless we had an expo. Well, you know, they were one of the first states to say, look, we've had enough. we're lifting all the restrictions.
Yes.
And here we are at the Bassmaster Classic. So, like I said, I was excited when it was in the springtime, you know, because I had an opportunity for the fish to be up extremely shallow. And, you know, we moved it to June, and I got a little concerned, you know, are the fish all going to be offshore?
Yes.
It's not going to be one that you got a shot in. Well, Mother Nature looks like she might have taken care of me, as she always does.
Yes.
Dumped a whole bunch of rain on this place. And,
yes. Yeah.
Looks like the lake's up 3 or 4 foot, and there's picnic tables in the water. And I think starting this deal out, my goal is to see if I can't catch a limit every morning off of a picnic table or a grill.
But we know you've already pulled into
that would be great.
You're already in the campground. I mean, you got your RV, you got your set up there and everything. And in the Texas part of this thing, the big state of Texas, it looks to me like Fort Worth really wanted y'all. And I think there's so many Texas bass anglers too. I can't imagine that expo is going to be special. Ron will be there, won't it, Ron?
Yeah.
I mean,
and you know, we have media day the Thursday before the first day of practice, which is Friday, and of course Bill, Samantha, and I will be around to see and talk to you.
Yeah.
But tell our listeners just a little bit about what you know about the lake, and because of the weird weather conditions,
yeah,
does it set up for somebody that likes to fish transition fish and shallow fish?
I don't have a lot of experience here. I was fortunate enough to fish the TTBC that we had here, the one that Matt Herron won a few years back.
Yes.
And it's kind of the same year, kind of the same conditions. The lake wasn't quite this high when we started practicing. It fell the whole week of practice.
Yes.
And there was a lot of fish up shallow still. And I think that that's what we're going to see this week as well. I think you'll see some guys catching some offshore fish, but I still think with the conditions, the weather we've been having, the year, everywhere in the country seems to be behind schedule. So I'm sure, without a doubt, we're going to have a shad spawn going on, and there's got to be bluegill spawning. And with all this new water in the trees and the bushes and the grass, I don't see how there can't be a pile of fish up shallow. Hopefully they're big enough to play.
Yes,
There's no doubt about it that I'll be up there fishing shallow. But like I said, I don't have a lot of experience here. And with the conditions that we've been faced with, it's kind of going to be a new lake for everybody. You know what I mean? I know a lot of guys probably came and spent a tremendous amount of time, maybe sinking brush or fishing, trying to find that magical offshore place. Well, hopefully this kind of leveled out the playing field and gives a guy like me an opportunity to do really well.
Well, there's 54 anglers in this thing, buddy, and I know you've been there. Yeah, you've been there before. So the fire is still there, Bill. I know. Talk about that first experience. And I hate to call you a veteran. There's a lot of kids in this thing.
He is actually. Has the most
tournament experience
appearances of all of the 54.
Yeah.
Of this.
So talk about that, Bill. When I look at this, I was telling Ron, my first classic was '89. We were mostly Southern guys, and now we're in Japan, Canada, Minnesota, Idaho, places like this. So talk about what it was like for that first one, and talk about what it's like for this one for you if Bill Lowen could win this thing.
I think as an angler, everybody dreams about fishing this event. My very first year for the Bassmaster Classic was '07.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be honest with you. It was I don't even remember it. It was like a whirlwind.
It went
by so fast, and I got caught up in all the hoopla of the event. Because let's face it, it's the biggest tournament in bass fishing.
Yes.
And it's very easy to get sidetracked and get caught up in all that and lose focus on what you're here to do.
Yeah.
And with this being my 11th year, and my daughter asked me today when we were driving down the road on our way here, she's like, "Are you getting nervous for the Classic yet?" And I'm like, nope, not at all. I'm not worried about this one.
You're ready to go.
I'm just going to go fishing and have fun, and it is what it is,
Well, you can always go back to being a flooring contractor, Bill. I know that. You don't want to.
We don't want.
We
don't want to do that.
We don't even want to think about that. But
Bill he is into his.
He's into the zone. I can tell he's laid back on this and not.
I have to tell you, I have watched Bill fish.
Yeah.
Over the years, and I love his style because essentially the way I like to fish. And Bill, a week ago here in the Mid-South area, our water temperatures went down 10 degrees because of a cold front, and it's same cold front that went through Texas. So I think it's going to set up pretty well for you to maybe find some of those bass around the picnic tables for you to catch.
Yeah.
And you couldn't do all of this without your sponsors, and you have a wonderful, wonderful backing of sponsors. Tell our listeners a little bit about some of the people that back you up.
Yeah.
Well, this is like you said earlier about Team Scream and all that. There's so many people that are behind the scenes that doesn't, get recognized. You just couldn't do it. Like I couldn't do it without the family support and my family being on the road with me. And
I love being with them.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely without the sponsors. There's no way. And a lot of my sponsors I've had forever. Like
you have.
Yamaha Outboards have been with me from day one. And
wow.
I'm running that Express aluminum boat, which allows me to fish the way that I want to fish.
That's it. Yeah.
Being with Luz and Strike King and Mammoth Coolers, Mossy Oak Fishing, Drake Performance fishing gear. There's just so many people that are responsible for me being on the phone talking to you today. You know,
Well, I think there's a lot of folks in the Memphis area.
without their support,
Yeah.
There's no way that that we could do this. You know what I mean? And to have the support of the sponsors in using products that you believe in, and when you
Yes.
get on the water, you don't have to worry about anything but focusing on at the job at hand, and that's catching fish.
Well, I think there's a lot of fans here in Memphis, and we wanted to kick this show off, and I appreciate Ron putting together the guest. He said, we got to get Bill on. We missed him one other time, and he's got a lot of ties, a lot of fans in the Memphis area. And I know, Bill, that traveling down from Indiana, you're from Brookville up there and coming through the great state of Arkansas. I hope you took that way. I don't know. How did you get across the bridge is what we want to know.
Well, normally we'd come down through Nashville and Memphis and all that, but this time I went up through Illinois and dropped down through Missouri and come out right there on the other side.
Smart, Bill. Smart. I was concerned that you didn't park your RV down here by the river because a lot of people have, so just getting through here and everything. So, all right, what do you think it's going to take to win it, Bill? Now, we got this, we got to ask you that. What do you think?
How many pounds?
Yeah.
Well, I always hate to guess on that. And like I said, I don't have a lot of experience here, but I know the lake has a lot of big fish in it. I say a lot. It's got some big fish in it.
Yes.
And if I just kind of go off of the last time I was here, this time of the year with the TTBC, and knowing what I know,
say it, man.
I'm gonna say somewhere around that 20 pounds a day to win.
Okay.
Wow.
All right.
I mean,
okay.
I'm thinking in that 18 to 20 a day. I think you'll see a guy maybe bust a 20, 21, 22 pound sack one day and back it up with a 14 or 15, or you know what I mean? It's going to be.
Yeah.
I still think though
that's
you're still going to need that 18 to 20 pounds a day to make it happen. Because heck, we're in Texas, and one bite could be a 10-pounder.
That's right.
Well,
right.
Bill, we appreciate you taking time, buddy, to be with us on Outdoors with Larry Ray. Ron will be down there with Samantha Gay, and just watch out for him. He'll be the one wearing 6 tennis shoes, as I say, as he runs around and everything. So good luck, and go get him, man. Okay, we hope to talk to you after.
Appreciate it.
All right, man.
All right,
thank you, Bill.
day.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, Bill Lowen. All right, let's take our next break. Wow, this is going to be fun. Not fun. This is going to be faster than the fastest 90 minutes.
Absolutely.
I mean, we just talked to him 5 minutes? It felt like,
Really, I mean,
right,
his family. I love his family.
Yeah,
hanging out with them just to see. They're so energetic.
Well, you're
pretty cool.
You're energetic too. Anyway.
For an old man.
No, I didn't say that. All right, we'll be right back on Outdoors with Larry Ray, and guess who's coming up next? Who is that, Ron?
Chad Morgenthau.
Woo! He's coming up on Outdoors with Larry Ray.